In the last lecture, we know that about the adjoint of matrix A, and the theorem is A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. इसके आगे in continuation with that, first we can find the value of determinant adjoint A. So how it can be done? The determinant adjoint A, as we know that from the theorem, A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. Both sides taking determinant A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. Now determinant A B is equal to determinant A into determinant B. This is the property of determinant. And another property, determinant K into A. If order of A is n cross n, then this value is K to the power n into determinant A. Applied these two properties, so this can be written as determinant adjoint A is equal to, determinant A is a numeric number such that this is the value of K. So here we can say that determinant A to the power n into determinant I from this rule. Okay. Now determinant adjoint A is equal to determinant A to the power n into 1, because as we know that determinant I is equal to 1. As we know that determinant A is a numeric number, so we can divide, it is a numeric number like 5 into determinant adjoint A. So this can be written as determinant A to the power n over determinant A. This is equals to determinant A to the power n minus 1. So this is the value of determinant adjoint A is determinant A to the power n minus 1. ये आपको डेरिवेशन के लिए आ सकता है. The next thing is the find the value of adjoint A. Find this. Let me assume that B is equal to B be a square order matrix, and what is the value? B is adjoint A. As per the theorem, we know that B into adjoint B is equal to determinant B into I. Theorem, as per the theorem. Now put the value of B. B is adjoint A, adjoint A is equal to determinant adjoint A into I. Now in the bracket quantity, this one, this is our target to find here. And how it can be done? If we can eliminate this matrix from here, this is the matrix, this is not determinant. Okay, so what we can do here, multiply by A both the side, adjoint A is equal to A into determinant adjoint A into I. Okay, so from this we can say that A into adjoint A, as per the theorem, This can be written as determinant A into I. The bracket quantity is the same. Adjoint A is equal to, here determinant A is a numeric number, and we know that from the previous article determinant adjoint A is equal to determinant A to the power n minus 1. So just you put here the value determinant A to the power n minus 1. This is A into I. अब आप यहाँ कह सकते हैं कि यहाँ ऑर्डर क्यों बदल गया. यस, ऑर्डर इसलिए बदल गया. फर्स्ट यू अंडरस्टैंड, दिस इज द न्यूमेरिक नंबर, सो दिस कैन बी आउट, and the value of this numeric number is determinant A to the power n minus 1 from the previous article. This A is the matrix, so A into I. Okay, now I into this matrix, this is the matrix, so determinant A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A to the power n minus 1, and this is the value A. So this is our target to find. This is a numeric number, so what we can do here, divide by determinant A from both the sides. So this can be written as n minus 1 over determinant A into A. So the value of adjoint A is equal to determinant A to the power n minus 2 into A. This is adjoint A. Now from this derivation, again the article is find the value of determinant adjoint A, and this can be written as n minus 1 to the power whole square. Prove that. This is our article. Okay. Now, as per the previous result, adjoint A is equal to determinant A to the power n minus 2 into A from previous article. Okay. Now find, taking determinant both the side, adjoint A is equal to determinant A to the power n minus 2 into A. Taking determinant both the side, taking determinant both the side. So this is our target to find. In the right side, just you see here, suppose this is the value is alpha. Alpha is equal to determinant A to the power n minus 2. So from the result, we can say that this is alpha to the power n into determinant A, because we know that determinant A, Ka is equal to k to the power n into determinant A, where A, order of A is n cross n. So put the value alpha. Alpha is determinant A to the power n minus 2 into n into determinant A. So this can be written as determinant A n square minus 2n, and the power 1 is here, so this is plus 1. So this can be written as determinant A to the power n minus 1 ka whole square. This is the value of determinant adjoint A. This is our objective, to find the value of this. Now the next is inverse or reciprocal of a matrix. Inverse or reciprocal of a matrix. Let A be a square matrix of order n and B be the same square order matrix such that AB is equal to BA is equal to I. Then B is said to be inverse of A and A is also said to be inverse of B. दोनों एक दूसरे के रेसिप्रोकल कहलाते हैं. कब कहलाते हैं? A और B दोनों स्क्वायर सेम स्क्वायर ऑर्डर के ऐसे मैट्रिक्स हों जिनको आपस में प्रोडक्ट करने पर अगर आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स मिलता है तो दोनों एक दूसरे के रेसिप्रोकल कहलाते हैं. अब इसके लिए हम अगर उससे देखें, अभी जो थ्योरम हमने पढ़ी, A इंटू एडजॉइंट A इज इक्वल टू डिटर्मिनेंट A इंटू I. अब देखिए, अभी हमने जो डेफिनेशन पढ़ी, ए बी इज इक्वल टू आई, देन बी इज इक्वल टू ए इनवर्स, राइट? सो व्हाट वी कैन डू हियर, दिस इज, सपोज दिस इज बी, सो दिस कैन बी रिटन एज ए इंटू एडजॉइंट ए अपॉन डिटर्मिनेंट ए इज इक्वल टू आई. How it can be done? Because it's a numeric number, so we can divide. This is not matrix. Determinant A is a numeric number. You can better understand. So this can be written as A into adjoint A over determinant A is equal to I. When you compare with this relation, A into B is equal to I. This is A, this is B into I. So what is B? B is equal to adjoint A over determinant A. And what is B? B is A inverse. So this is the definition or formula, we can say that, of A inverse. So here we can say that the A inverse is exist only for non-singular matrix. What is non-singular matrix? That is determinant A is non-zero, because determinant A is in denominator, so it's a necessary condition. Determinant A is non-zero, so A inverse exists only when determinant A is non-zero, or in other way we can say that A be a non-singular matrix. Now related articles, the inverse of matrix is unique. Proof: inverse of matrix is unique. हम ये सोचेंगे कि let B and C are inverse of A. हमने A के एक इनवर्स की जगह दो इनवर्स सोचे और वो लिए B and C. अब देखिए, as per from the definition, when B is inverse of A, then AB is equal to BA is equal to I. This is condition first. When C is inverse of A, then AC is equal to CA is equal to I. This is condition 2. Now from condition first, multiplied by C both the side, we have taken only this thing. AB is equal to I multiplied by C. Through associative law, this can be written as, order should be changed, CA into B and C into I is equal to C. As from the second condition, just you see here, if C be the inverse of A, then CA is equals to I. So put this value, I into B is equal to C. I be an identity matrix of the same order as B, so this can be written as B equal to C. So our assumption is B and C both are the different inverse of A, but no, our derivation says B is equal to C. Both are the same thing, that means inverse of matrix is unique. और इसको हम कह सकते हैं कि अगर हमने मान लीजिए क्लास में क्वेश्चन दिया कि फाइंड ए इनवर्स, तो सभी का एक ही आंसर आना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट थ्योरम है, ए स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स ए has an inverse if and only if determinant A is non-zero. This is a very important theorem for derivation. The article or theorem is given that for the condition IFF, if or if and only if. That means we have already told that if this condition, so this is both sided proof. So let me assume that first A be a square matrix, A is non-singular. Okay. First we consider this condition, determinant A is non-zero, and now we have to show that A inverse exists. This is the first part of the theorem. Another part is, if considering determinant A is non-zero, A inverse exists, then we will have to show that determinant A is non-zero. So first necessary condition, the necessary condition is A be a square matrix such that determinant A is non-zero, that is X. Okay, so let B is equal to matrix adjoint A over determinant A. अब आप ये कहेंगे कि ये B एकदम से कैसे आ गया? Yes, this is right question. ये ऐसे आ गया कि डिटर्मिनेंट A नॉन ज़ीरो है और A कोई मैट्रिक्स है स्क्वायर ऑर्डर, तो एडजॉइंट A भी उसी ऑर्डर का एक दूसरा मैट्रिक्स होगा. तो वो मैट्रिक्स हमने मान लिया कि ये B के बराबर है. ये हमने अपने आप माना क्योंकि एडजॉइंट A मैट्रिक्स होगा स्क्वायर ऑर्डर एज सच B और डिटर्मिनेंट A इज नॉन ज़ीरो, विच इज वी आर टेकिंग दिस कंडीशन determinant A is non-zero. Both sides multiplied by A, left side. AB, A into adjoint A upon determinant A. As per the theorem, A into adjoint A is determinant A into I upon determinant A. Applied the theorem was A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. So this is cancel out. So AB is equal to I. So what AB is equal to I, ये किसकी कंडीशन थी? When B is equal to A inverse, that means A inverse exists. So this is the necessary condition. Inverse of matrix exists when A is non-singular. Now converse part. The converse part is, let A inverse exist, and we have to show that A be a non-singular. Then A inverse exists such that B is equal to A inverse. So AB is equal to I from the definition of inverse. Okay, so taking determinant both the side, determinant AB is equal to determinant I. This through the property of determinant, determinant A, determinant B is equal to determinant I is equal to 1. Right side में आप लिख दो, as per the property of determinant, we know that determinant A B is equal to determinant A into determinant B, and the determinant identity matrix is 1, whatever be the order of I. So here two numeric number multiplication of two numeric number is 1. On the basis of this, certainly we can say that any number, whatever, like determinant A or determinant B, both are not equal to 0. Both. If any one can 0, then the multiplication of these two number is 0. So both cannot equal to 0. Our demand is only to show that determinant A is non-zero. Yes, that is A is non-singular. So this is the sufficient condition when we can say that A inverse exists. When A inverse exists? When A is non-singular matrix. The next article is, if A and B be two non-singular matrix of the same order, then prove that AB inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. This is also known as a reversal law of inverse. This is also an important property as far as derivation or as far as using in the further questions. Okay, now proof. The given that A and B are non-singular matrix of the same order. If A is non-singular, that is determinant A is non-zero, it implies that A inverse exists. Similar as for B is non-singular, that is determinant B is non-zero, so B inverse exists. Now multiplication of two matrix A and B, say it is C. इन दोनों का मल्टीप्लिकेशन पॉसिबल है और ये मल्टीप्लिकेशन सपोज C के बराबर है, तो C इंटू सी इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू I. C के बारे में देखें, A और B be the same order of square matrix, so C is again a same square of order matrix, so we can say that C into C inverse equal to I. Put the value C is equal to AB, AB का inverse is equal to I. Here our target to find AB inverse, and how it can be done? We eliminate AB because AB is the matrix, so we can't divide. Listen carefully, we can't divide through AB and you will get the result. It's no. So what we can do here, we eliminate step by step a matrix through, first we multiplied A inverse both the side, left side, right? Now this can be written as A inverse A into B, AB का inverse is equal to A inverse. यहाँ देखें दो प्रॉपर्टी लगी, एक तो A इनवर्स I इक्वल टू A इनवर्स, वी नो दैट. दूसरा हमने ब्रैकेट का ऑर्डर बदला है बाय एसोसिएटिविटी. देखिए ये प्रॉपर्टी मैं आपको बार बार कह रहा हूँ कि ये आपको राइट साइड में हर स्टेप में लिखनी होगी, तभी आपको फुल मार्क्स मिलेंगे. दिस इज इक्वल टू I फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन ऑफ इनवर्स. I इंटू बी, ए बी का इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू ए इनवर्स. I इंटू बी इज बी इंटू ए बी का होल इनवर्स इक्वल टू ए इनवर्स. अब आप समझ चुके होंगे कि यहाँ पर ए बी आ रहा था, अब हमने ए इनवर्स से मल्टीप्लाइड किया तो सिर्फ ए एलिमिनेट हो गया और सिंगल बी रह गया. अब इस बी को हटाने के लिए दोनों साइड, लेफ्ट साइड बी इनवर्स से ऑपरेट करने पर, तो ये और हमने लिया बी इनवर्स बी इंटू ए बी का इनवर्स इक्वल टू बी इनवर्स ए इनवर्स. As we know that B inverse B is equal to I into AB का inverse equal to B inverse A inverse. This is the matrix multiplied by identity matrix. So here can be written as AB inverse. So AB inverse equal to B inverse A inverse. This is also known as a reversal law of transpose. And this property should be extended. Extended property like A, B, C, D are the square matrix of the same order. So this can be written as D inverse, C inverse, B inverse, A inverse through the same reversal law of inverse. So thank you very much.